Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. There's a side of tattooing that happens in almost every deep session, but rarely gets talked about openly. You're in the chair for hours. The needle is moving across your skin. At some point, the conversation shifts from small talk to something real. You start sharing a story you've carried for years. The death of a parent, a traumatic experience, a major life change, a moment of profound loss or transformation. The artist listens quietly. They hold that space while their hands keep working steadily, creating something permanent on your body as you process your emotions out loud. For many clients, that session feels like one of the most therapeutic experiences they've ever had. It feels safe, it feels cathartic, it feels like being truly seen. But what about the person on the other side of the machine? What does it do to the artist who absorbs these deeply personal, sometimes traumatic, sometimes beautiful stories day after day, week after week, year after year? Today we're exploring the heavy emotional labor that tattoo artists carry. The invisible, demanding, and often unrecognized work of being part artist, part therapist, part confidant, and part witness to people's pain, grief, joy, survival, and healing, all while trying to create beautiful art and manage their own mental health. This emotional labor is one of the most unique and challenging aspects of the profession. Let's go deep into what it actually looks like, why it's so intense, the real toll it takes, how the best artists learn to carry it sustainably, and why it matters for both artists and clients. The intimate reality inside the studio. Tattooing creates a rare kind of intimacy. The client is physically vulnerable, skin exposed, enduring pain, trusting someone with a machine to mark them permanently. That vulnerability often opens the door to emotional vulnerability. Clients share things they've never said out loud before. Memorial tattoos bring stories of love and loss. Cover-ups become conversations about survival and reclaiming the body. Identity pieces touch on gender, culture, sexuality, or personal growth. The artist is right there in the middle of it. They listen without judgment. They offer gentle presence. They witness tears, laughter, long silences, anger, and raw emotion while continuing to work. Many artists say clients tell them things they've never told their closest friends or even a licensed therapist. The combination of physical sensation and focused attention creates a unique environment for emotional release. This is not occasional. It happens regularly with clients who feel safe enough to open up. One artist described it as being a therapist with a tattoo machine in my hand. Another said, "I didn't sign up to hold this much of people's pain, but it comes with the job." Why this labor is so demanding? Unlike trained therapists, tattoo artists don't have formal education in trauma, boundaries, or emotional regulation. They don't have supervision or structured ways to process what they hear. Sessions can last many hours. The artist is physically close to the client, often touching them for extended periods while absorbing heavy stories. Over time, this can lead to compassion fatigue, secondary trauma, emotional exhaustion, or difficulty separating work from personal life. Artists hear about childhood trauma, domestic violence, illness, death, and profound loss on a regular basis. The pressure to do justice to these stories with their art adds another layer, knowing the piece they create will be a permanent reminder for the client. The physical demands make it even harder. Long hours in awkward positions, noise, ink spray, and repetitive strain combine with constant emotional input. Many artists say the emotional side is what eventually burns them out more than the physical work. The healing power for clients. For clients, this emotional labor can be transformative. The focused attention, the ritual of the needle, and the safe space create conditions for real emotional release. Some people say a single long session helped them process grief or reclaim their body in ways years of talk therapy hadn't. The permanence of the tattoo makes the experience feel like a deliberate marking of change or healing. This is why some artists have started adopting trauma-informed practices, clear consent, regular check-ins, gentle communication, and creating a genuine sense of safety in the studio. How artists navigate this labor. The best artists develop conscious strategies. Some set clear boundaries early, keeping conversations lighter, using music as a buffer, or limiting how deep they go with new clients. Others embrace the role but protect themselves with strong after-work routines, exercise, therapy, creative outlets, unrelated to tattooing, or regular check-ins with fellow artists who understand the weight. Many talk about the importance of leaving it in the studio, consciously decompressing after heavy sessions, so they don't carry clients' stories home with them. What this means for the community. This emotional labor is part of what makes tattooing special and human. It's also part of what makes it hard to sustain long-term. As clients, we can honor it by being mindful of what we share and respecting the artist's energy. As artists, recognizing and actively managing this labor is essential for a sustainable career. The relationship between artist and client is unique, intimate, vulnerable, creative, and deeply human. When it's done with awareness and mutual respect, it can be genuinely healing for everyone involved. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Have you ever had a tattoo session that felt like therapy? Artists, how do you handle the emotional side of the work? What boundaries have helped you? Clients, what makes you feel safe and supported during a session? If this video helped you understand a rarely discussed part of tattoo culture, please hit the like button and subscribe. We're building a space for real, honest conversations about every aspect of this world. And just so everyone knows, I'm Washington's avatar, an AI-generated version of him presenting these videos. If you're an artist navigating the emotional side of the work or a client looking for thoughtful professionals, platforms like Alice Tattoos are building tools and a community that support both the artistic and human sides of tattooing. This is the science of the mark. Subscribe if you want to know how the game actually works. Respect the physics, respect the history, respect the craft. Thanks for spending this time with me. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.